All right, so this OKC game we looking at, that is opened up at 33. We got that dropping a little bit. It's projected to probably go over. So this is where being a live player, you have to be patient sometimes, and try to shoot the gun, because I'm trying to shoot for the over. I'm just trying to find some good value, but sometimes you got to be patient. Tricks and trade about live betting. Man, the number one rule when live betting or trying to catch live lines is being patient. Okay, that'll be number one, is to be patient. Number two would probably be have a game plan. Okay, have a game plan with about 2 or 3 different ideas that you're looking for, and if it's not there, don't even do it, bro. There's so many games. There's so many games when you're betting that you'll have time to get it back. All right, a lot of games, especially the end of the summer. You got all those sports, going on through the winter, so you have time to make that back. So those would be the top 2 rules: being patient and having a strategy on what you're looking for. So for instance, like this game right here, looking for the under. Looking for the over here. So I'm finding a good number. So sometimes a lot of games, they start off a little stagnant. They come out a little stagnant that first quarter. Second quarter, they might start warming up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen all the time, but there's a good chance. There's a good chance that it could happen, especially on teams that happen to have, a lot of firepower, where a lot of their trends are going over, you know what I'm saying? So those are the games you look for. Like, let's say Pacers, for instance, they come out stagnant, knowing this is a team that's like firepower, like could go nuts at any moment, or the Thunders, like we're watching today, or Cavaliers. These teams like that, high caliber teams where they shoot around, shoot good at the 3-point line, and they come out stagnant. This is a perfect opportunity to catch the over. And I ain't gonna say that it's foolproof, because it doesn't happen, but there's a good chance that it will happen. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's part of the game plan. Number 2 is another game plan. Like maybe you're looking for a cover. You know what I'm saying? Boom, you see a team that has a good chance to come back, and they're down a significant amount. Like last night, I caught who was that last? Golden State was playing the Timberwolves. Golden State started blowing their ass out. It was up by like fucking damn near 30-some points, at Timberwolves, and I caught the cover at its peak, and that's what I mean by being patient is the big. You don't know how many times, like, I placed a bet and it'd get lower than what I wanted, like, I'm saying, a better number. And all I had to do was just be patient. So that's the biggest key, is being patient when you're live betting to get the better odds. And, it's just a game of just testing your patience, man. It's not foolproof, but you catch better value on the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, this game right here, OKC, I think it opened up at like 233 and a half, 230 something, and if you just would have waited, I think it dropped all the way down to like 218 at one point I seen it, maybe 217. And when they go all the way up to now you got to 250 now, it's down there like 260 right now. And you catch deals like that. Like now it's basically a no sweat bet. I don't even have to watch the game. I ain't, but it's not always like that, man. So that's all I can say for now as far as live betting. Come in with a plan. Number 1 would be always be patient for your number. Be patient, have an idea number in hand, and then shoot that gun, man. I'll be doing more videos about live betting here lately. I just got to go to work. How I got on live betting was really by accident. I can go deep into it, but when it started becoming profitable was like last WNBA. Man, bro, made a killing with that. I gave the money back though, but I made a killing. I was probably up there near 10 grand. on live betting. Same system. I was just catching a good value on games, and a lot of times on women basketball, a lot of people don't know this. When they total gets so high, all they need to have is one bad quarter, and that thing going under. So you just be patient. Sometime watch the number. And at the time, I had a trick. If it goes over 15 plus the opening spread, either direction, if it went 15 under or 15 over, then I'll be looking for a number to pull the trigger. And that shit was cashing, bro. I couldn't fucking lose. And then all of a sudden, it's just that technique wasn't working no more. I don't know what happened. I don't know if later on in the season the lines got better as far as, and then these sport books just started tightening up the lines, but it stopped working. But the beginning of the season, man. So, like I said, it just goes to show it's not 100%. It was times I was killing it, and then that technique wasn't working. So there's not a definite good way to do this shit, man. It's basically you just want your wins more than your losses, and that's it. And that's the whole game plan, because you're gonna take your losses. So there's just like these people, they do all these fucking parlays all the time. Man, that I learned the hard way. That's the worst. How many times have you been in a situation where you're got a parlay, it looks good or whatnot, you got a 5-leg parlay and you miss it by one, just one? And think about it. You got a 5-leg parlay, you missed by one. If you would have single betted all those, you would have only lost one and been up 4 bets. You know what I'm saying? And once I started realizing that, I stopped doing the parlays. It's rare that I do a parlay, and if I do, it's like only a couple bucks, man. But it's rare. Straight betting is the best way, because them books love that shit, man. And I feel like, so if I stop parlaying and just start straight betting and getting better values on the opening lines on the game, there's a good chance. Like tonight, it worked. You know what I'm saying? We got a good number. It's a no sweat bet. I don't even have to watch the game. The game is in the bag, bro. Nothing can happen at this point. But it's not always like that. So all you guys that's parlaying, man, I ain't gonna stop you. You do what you do. But them books love that shit, because your chances of winning those are very slim. Every leg you put on there, I have a 50-50 shot when I push my bets, and I know that. This OKC game, 50-50 shot, bro. 50-50 shot. I'm either going to win or I'm going to lose. That's it. And I like those odds. I got to rebuild right now because I did lose some money. So now I had to cut back, trying to be good at, your units. I tend to overbid sometimes. I get in this function where I can start with $100. I can bet it all the way up to like $1,100, $1,200. And then I'll try to go for that big one and then lose it all. I have that problem sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But at the end, I'm looking at it, well, damn, only, really only lost $100. No. I got to get better at that. And I just want you guys, just anytime you win, take money off the site. That's all I'm saying. Don't keep that bitch on there. Put that money up. Start with your little unit again. It's so many games. Just build it up. Just build. Everybody got their techniques, whatever works for you, man. But just know that nothing is guaranteed. Like the other day, everybody was shitty about that fucking, what was it, Miami and, I don't remember who was playing. No, it was Atlanta and the Chicago game. Everybody out at Atlanta, and Chicago, had their full roster pretty much. And look what happened. Nothing is guaranteed in this game. Don't think something is a lock, because it's not. And a lot of times it seems like when people are all over one bet, they think it's gonna go. When everybody's over it, it tends to go the other way. It's crazy how that shit works. How many times have you seen that happen when everybody's like, "Oh, this is gonna go over"? You know, it's two high power offenses, and what happens? The shit goes the other way. When you feel like everybody is on something, try going the other way. You probably win more than you lose. You know, uh, there's just no right or wrong way that's gonna make you profitable. You know, like I don't want to say that. It's just you just gotta find what niche what works for you, and if it's working, it's probably not gonna work next week. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a funny game like that, man. Try not to limit your bets as far as like the amount you're betting a day. You know, if you get one good one, that's good. Like shit, like today. All right, I put $100 in there. I'm probably gonna win about not $90, $80. I'm okay. I'm good with that. That's $80 or $90 that I didn't have. You know what? I can go take that shit to the store and go buy some milk, eggs, some breads, put some gas in my car. I'm cool. We come back the next day and try to find another one. You know, you know, whatever works, man. But just keep tuning in with me, man. I'm gonna kind of keep trying to post like what I went through. I might even get even deeper. You know, like this shit gets deep, bro. This betting shit gets deep. I don't want you guys occupying all your time and that shit. You know, find you a couple cappers online to listen to and make your decision from there. You know.